Number 7. BMW X6 M Competition. Top speed 177 miles per hour, 285 kilometers an hour. If you think the BMW X6M is somehow not quite right to your taste with its mere 600 horsepower, then you're in for a treat because there's another one for the taking. BMW has just the thing for you, and it's called the X6 M Competition. Not only does it have a better tuned chassis and a little bit more flair, but also more power. In the interior department, you get a 12.3-inch center touchscreen, navigation system, Apple CarPlay capabilities, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi hotspot, and optional Bowers & Wilkins surround sound system. Although this model still takes the same 4.4-liter twin turbocharged V8 as the non-competition trim, BMW has managed to squeeze 17 more horsepower into the engine. That might not seem like much, but in the world of sports cars, bragging rights mean a lot. Inside the BMW X6 M Competition, you can go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3.7 seconds and reach an eventual top speed of 177 miles per hour in elegance. Of course, you have to use performance tires and remove the top speed limiter first. Number 6. Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. Top speed 180 miles per hour, 290 kilometers an hour. It's been nearly a decade since the current generation of Grand Cherokee came to scene for the first time. For just about every specific car model, being in the market that long without any major overhaul would often result in outdated features and stale design. This is not the case with the Grand Cherokee. Jeep has done plenty of laudable jobs of keeping this SUV establishment fresh to the eyes. One of Jeep's latest pieces of engineering marvels is the 2020 Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. It comes packaged with a crisp-looking infotainment system, which includes both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay compatibility. Racing-inspired interior with premium leather, optional Harman Kardon premium audio, and also optional dual-pane sunroof make sitting inside the Trackhawk invigorating. You also have an array of driver safety aids, which is a good thing because Trackhawk is propelled by a massive supercharged 6.2-liter V8 derived from Dodge's Challenger and Charger Hellcat that generates a whopping 707 horsepower. With tarmac under its feet, Trackhawk goes from 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds and reaches a top speed of 180 miles per hour. Number 5. Porsche Cayenne Turbo SE Hybrid. Top speed 183 miles per hour, 295 kilometers an hour. Despite using the same powertrain layout as the e-Hybrid, the Cayenne Turbo S swaps the V6 engine with a twin-turbo V8. As a result, the SUV charges and draws power from a more heavily loaded lithium-ion battery housed under the rear seats and trunk floor. The internal combustion engine alone produces 542 horsepower, while the electric motor generates 128 horsepower. Together, they create a combined output of 670 horsepower and 663 pound-feet of torque. You get more power than a McLaren F1 and larger torque than a Hellcat. Acceleration is near instant, achieving 62 miles per hour in 3.8 seconds. If you keep pushing it, Turbo S reaches a top speed of 183 miles per hour. Best thing is that you can proudly display your eco-friendly badge all the way. Number 4. Maserati Levante Trofeo. Top speed 189 miles per hour, 304 kilometers an hour. Back in 2018, Maserati revealed Trofeo, the top-of-the-line version of its existing Levante SUV. Maserati didn't build the engine for the car. Instead, that job was outsourced to Ferrari, who managed to deliver a 590 horsepower twin-turbo V8. You could almost say that Trofeo is the love child of two Italian automakers, and with that comes elegance, style, and certainly performance. Although the Levante has only been in Maserati's portfolio for a few years, it's become one of the most popular models from the brand. Still, you won't see very many on the road unless you live in a neighborhood of the rich and famous. For the 2020 model year, Trofeo remains pretty much unchanged. Its twin-turbocharged and intercooled Dock 32-valve V8 generates 590 horsepower, taking you from 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. And if you have long enough road ahead, it'll go to 189 miles an hour. Number 3. Audi RS Q8. Top speed 189.5 miles per hour, 305 kilometers an hour. With a lap time record at Nürburgring, the Audi RS Q8 looks formidable on any road, anywhere. It's a high-performance flagship from Audi, so there's a lot to expect here. Something strange seemed to happen in the development process. The Q8 is a coupe-inspired car that comes with off-road capabilities put together in a crossover package. There's a lot going on with the styling, but the final result is surprisingly quite understated. But being understated has nothing to do with the engine. The 2020 Audi RS Q8 is powered by a twin-turbo 4-liter V8 monster generating 591 horsepower. The midsize SUV goes from 0 to 60 in just 3.7 seconds, and flat out will do 189.5 miles per hour. The interior will look familiar to those owners of top-tier Q8, but the RS applies noticeable cosmetic treatments to make its sporty intention more prominent. Number 2. Lamborghini Urus. Top speed 190 miles per hour, 305 kilometers an hour. There are reasons why the 2020 Lamborghini Urus is so popular. One of the most immediately obvious is the fact that it effortlessly combines the best features of a super sports car with the functionality of an SUV. The 2020 Urus is powered by a twin-turbo V8, which produces a stalwart 641 horsepower, and a permanent all-wheel drive and an 8-speed automatic transmission that converts all that power to pure blinding speed. It launches from a still position to 60 miles an hour in just over 3 seconds and reaches a top speed of 190 miles per hour. The interior of the 2020 Urus doesn't differ too significantly from the classic Lamborghini design. It's still reminiscent of a fighter jet, and you're still treated to acres of faux suede and carbon fiber trim. Number 1. Bentley Bentayga Speed. Top speed 190.1 miles per hour, 306 kilometers an hour. The only real competition for Bentley Bentayga in the department of luxury and price is probably the super striking Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and that says a lot. It's a nice combination between classic sensible styling and a ridiculously powerful engine. For the 2020 model year, Bentayga comes with a hybrid system comprised of a V6 engine and electric motor. It'll go just about 18 miles on battery before switching to the internal combustion counterpart. Other variants include the V8 and Speed trims, with the main difference hidden under the hood. They all have more than enough options for colors and wheels to please even the pickiest driver. Each trim level is fitted with all-wheel drive system and 8-speed automatic transmission. As you've probably guessed, the top range is Speed, and it packs an enormous 6-liter twin turbocharged W12 engine to generate 626 horsepower. It takes you from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.8 seconds. Keep your foot down, and it'll go 190 miles an hour.